This is Alan Snell with LV Sports Biz, where business meets sports in Las Vegas. I'm here with Chuck Brennan, founder, CEO of Dollar Loan Center, and now it's going to be on the name of this arena, Dollar Loan Center. I thought it was kind of interesting because the name actually lent itself to the naming rights deal.
It's part of the reason. The second I heard about this, I loved it. I love the name on the building. It's got a great flow to it. So many venues are called centers instead of arenas and such. So why not Dollar Loan Center? We've been in Vegas and in Henderson for over 20 years, and I see this moment as an accumulation up to that point. This is just one of the best things we've ever put together.
How many years is this relationship now?
Well, with the Knights, we've been with them since they started in a lot lower capacity.
Because I understand this really is an expanded role of your corporate sponsorship that you already had with the Vegas Golden Knights.
It is, and we've been with the Knights since they started. We started small from tickets and then sponsorships, and as you can see at T-Mobile, we're all over the arena and the ice and such, but this just brings it to a next level, and we love this project because it's totally our customer base. It's a great size. It's in the middle of Henderson. We've been here for 20 years. We have 25,000 customers of Dollar Loan Center right in Henderson, and it's just a perfect fit.
What kind of activizations do you envision? Because I would assume that you'd like to get a return on your investment for the increased fee for your naming rights deal.
Right.
What kind of exposure do you envision with the with that name deal?
Well, fortunately, Dollar Loan Center is pretty well branded in our market. I think everybody from the cab you get in when you land can sing the jingle to our customer base, and that's a good thing. It's a good problem to have. But this just brings even more credibility and legitimacy to our brand. The Knights are such a powerhouse in the area, and tying in with that is great. Will it bring us more business? I sure hope so, but this is all about the community involvement of it and really cementing Dollar Loan Center into this deal for, it's a 22-year deal. This is a long-term, expensive...
It's a 22-year naming rights deal.
It is, yeah. It's a 22-year
That's traditionally, they're usually around 20, 25 years.
Right, but that's a big term for a business to jump in, and we're tied in with the Silver Knights, the Golden Knights, Lifeguard Arena, City National. We're going to have a presence in all of them.
Right. Well, as you know, there is a precedent at the minor league baseball.
Yep.
They have the LVCVA deal, and they had an $80 million deal, which was like kind of hitting the jackpot in terms of minor league naming rights deals.
It was, yep.
I mean, I hope you're not paying $80 million over 22 years, are you?
Well, it's a very expensive multi-million-dollar deal. The pricing, you can leave that up to the Knights. They'll talk about that when they get to that point.
It's a big investment, though, for 22 years.
It's our biggest investment that we've ever done as a company and as a family. Dollar Loan Center is not a huge corporation. I started here with one employee with one office in 1998, and have grown it all here, and it's all based out of here. All the loans we process, even for Utah and online, are all processed right here in Nevada.
I may have read that you've actually opened up a California location.
We were in California for a while.
Okay.
California was just massive, and it wasn't for us.
So you pulled back.
We did. We were there for about 5 years or so. We actually did a deal early on in hockey with the Ducks, and that's how that's how I got hooked on hockey. I didn't really know much about hockey until that, but when we went into Orange County in LA, we did a partnership with the Ducks, and I fell in love with hockey. So when this came together and when the Knights came here, we jumped on everything Knights from day one.
When was your Anaheim Ducks deal?
Oh, I suppose that was 2012, 13, somewhere in that area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When they went to, actually, we got in during the strike year, that it was a short year, and they went to the Stanley Cup.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that was the first year in, so it was a neat time to jump in with those guys. Perry and everybody was there. We had a ball with it.
And you're based here in Las Vegas?
We are, yeah. The whole family's here, and residents here, and kids have all gone to school here and grown up, and this is our home.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I had no idea that you were already you had a corporate sponsorship deal with the Anaheim Ducks.
That was my first taste.
And that's
of
when
hockey,
you were in California. You had
Right.
offices in California.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And I guess
2012, 13 in that area.
so. You looked at that deal as a way to create exposure for the brand in Southern California.
We do a lot of things with sports. When we were in California, we were tied in with USC, the Angels. Our biggest deal was with the Ducks. We've always done, deals with sports team because sports has just such a mass appeal, and it, from the youth coming up into it. We do a lot with Henderson and the Henderson Little League. We keep that whole operation operation up and
Okay.
going, and have for over a dozen years. And this is just a big level of sports for us.
And what other sports teams or organizations do you have sponsorships with in this particular market?
There's too many to name. We're involved in
Literally, like UNLV
Yeah.
Sports.
Absolutely. Yeah.
UNLV?
We've been sponsors of everything, all sports from.
What about the Raiders?
From
Did-
Little League on up. The Raiders, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough money left.
That's,
after
that's
this
more of a
deal.
big ticket item.
I have great seats there. I've been a Raiders fan since I was 12, so
Oh,
it was
wow.
a dream come true for me. So we grabbed some great seats there, but I don't know if I'm going to quite have the extra to throw around to do that after doing this deal.
All right. Well, listen, your name just kind of fits the arena moniker, I thought. I mean, no, it's it's interesting about your particular name was that Dollar Loan Center was not really altered one iota
Right.
to fit the building
It,
name.
it was absolutely perfect, and the name was a lot of what put it together, along with Mr. Foley's vision for this venue, and just everything he does is top notch, and we wanted to be a part of it.
Right. All right, Chuck. Appreciate your time.
You got to take care.
Yeah.